Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Pissed veteran just brought hell on colleges after finding out all who served could soon be banned. The majority of liberals despise our veterans, as they know all too well that this is the largest and fiercest group of Americans who will stand up to their radical anti-American agenda. Now liberals are trying to ban all U.S. military veterans from attending four-year colleges and universities, citing the ridiculous reason for excluding our country's heroes from the classroom. But immediately following liberals' insane plan, little did they know that they'd shortly be encountering the wrath of one highly pissed-off Army veteran. Liberals will not be completely satisfied until every piece of America's history is completely erased. As they continue to destroy our nation's history by yanking down any monument that they find remotely offensive, they understand that to bring their intended goal of full-blown communism to America, they have to erase our patriotism and the identity of what makes America, America. So naturally, going after our military veterans, who would fight and die to save this country, are at the top of these rabid liberals' hit list. The insanity to ban our veterans from all college campuses and universities across America is being led by the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, where students are currently plastering flyers up all over the campus, calling for this ban to be immediately implemented for a variety of unbelievable reasons. The newsletter, titled Social Justice Collective Weekly, starts out by outlandishly claiming that veterans threaten the safety and security of their place of learning because all veterans are white supremacists. It begins. A four-year, traditional university is supposed to be a place of learning, of understanding, of safety and security. However, there is an element among us who may be frustrating those goals: veterans. UCCS is known for its number of veterans who are full and part-time students. But these veterans of much the school prides themselves on may be hurting the university. Sick. First off, many veterans openly mock the ideas of diversity and safe spaces for vulnerable members of society. This is directly in contradiction to the mission of UCCS. Many veterans utter the mantra that they do not see color. But the problem lies in their socialization into the military culture that is that of a white supremacist organization. They have been permanently tainted, and are no longer fit for a four-year university. If that's not enough to make you want to throat punch one of these idiots, just wait because it gets better. Liberals then claim their other reason for the ban is because students are frightened by the presence of veterans in their classrooms, particularly when it comes to the LGBT community. Veterans usually have an overwhelming presence in the classroom, which can distract other students. This is usually true for vulnerable individuals such as LGBTQ who have been known to be the butt of insensitive jokes made by veterans. Then the disgusting flyer was back to connecting the dots between the veteran community and fanatical right-wing groups like the NRA. Finally, veterans usually are associated with extremists right-wing groups such as the Tea Party and the NRA. In order to provide a safe place for all students, extremist right-wing groups must be suppressed on campus. This would include their followers, veterans. Oh, but liberals do have one silver lining for veterans, concluding that they should be allowed to attend trade schools. Because veterans aren't good enough in the eyes of liberals to attend more prestigious schools. That is not to say that veterans should not be allowed an education. Veterans should be allowed to attend trade schools, or maybe even community college. But, in order to protect our academic institutions, we must ban veterans from four-year universities. What these morons fail to realize that the entire reason that they have the ability to open their mouths and say stupid crap like this, is because of the countless generations of veterans who have fought, bled, and died to preserve these liberals' rights to practice their freedom of speech. But of course liberals completely missed the irony over wanting to exclude veterans from being able to attend college. Army veteran Paul J. O'Leary, who now works in law enforcement, responded to the newsletter in an incredible post titled An Open Letter to a UCCS Student, where he put these snowflakes on notice in a fiery tirade. He wrote, in part, "Isn't it wonderful that we live in a country where all of us are free to express our opinions in a public forum? where we are all free to pursue educational excellence. Why do you feel it is acceptable to minimize the safety and well-being of those who attend trade schools? Are you assuming there are no GKIP2SA students going to trade schools? Do you feel they are somehow less deserving of a safe and flourishing educational environment than their peers in the traditional four-year universities? Or is the problem that you just feel you and your university student colleagues are simply better than they are? Do you look down from the lofty reaches of your superior school and gaze upon the channel of humanity with the smugness of uncaring indifference? If so, I suggest you take a long, hard look at yourself and who you want to be. If black service members make up between 17 and 20% of the military, versus 14% representation in American society overall, can this truly be described as a white supremacist organization? With black, female, Hispanic, and Asian service members holding senior leadership positions across a vast spectrum of fields from combat arms to support to administrative, including generals and sergeants major, can this truly be called a white supremacist organization? This I do know, the veterans you fear and wish to keep from getting the benefits of an education come from many diverse backgrounds. Many of them could not afford college on their own and paid their way through hard work, sweat, and oftentimes blood. In the parlance of the 21st century college student, I would ask you to please check your privilege. It's absolutely disgusting how liberals are targeting our military veterans. But considering that our nation's heroes are the largest group of Americans fiercely opposing their anti-American agenda, it should come as no surprise that liberals would want to keep politically incorrect vets out of their safe space-riddled classrooms. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.